Hello everybody, welcome back to iCraft SMP, and very shortly Luukzilla will be coming on the line. Yes, does he know I'm recording? I don't know.
Gonna be the second appearance I'm gonna make in somebody's episode today.
Oh yeah, really?
Without recording myself. I
I
was helping Chimera earlier. He was like, hey, can you help me with something real quick? He had me build him a whole iron farm.
Oh my god, that's
Help him
fun.
build a whole iron farm. Yeah, I didn't know, like, that's what I bargained for whenever I went over to help him.
Well, I have one of those, so I'm okay there. You don't have to worry about building
Yeah.
one of those again. Unless you want to build one above it.
No, it's totally fine.
Works for me. You can build a bridge.
Nope, not gonna be doing too much.
I know, it's fine. Yeah, so this thing, I'm wondering what's going on with this thing. I know mobs can spawn down here, obviously, because it's still too dark. I haven't quite closed it off yet. And then what happened, I think, is all the villagers died here. And I think maybe a little guy probably got in there and killed him. Because the others can't reach him.
Where do the villagers normally stand? In these minecarts?
Yeah, they were in the minecart. So I'm not exactly sure what exactly happened. I know a whole bunch of zombies were trying to get him from the bottom.
This area isn't really closed off from the outside. Zombies attract towards villagers. They can come from quite a while away.
Which is weird because they kept on trying to get him from the bottom. And they wouldn't really go up the staircase unless I was around.
Here,
I'm not entirely sure
Picture
how
me as a zombie.
Huh?
Pretend I'm a zombie real quick.
Okay, that's
Look.
just weird.
that was easy.
But zombies can't really do that.
I didn't run. I didn't jump. I just walked in
Oh.
a straight line.
Oh, okay.
That's zombie AI.
Well,
Look.
oh well.
That's your problem.
Is it really?
Maybe, probably.
Well, if I use some spruce anyways, right? I don't know how many of these there'll be, but I'll just do it for the sake of it. That's how I've been doing it all the time anyways. Oh, you mean those corners? Yeah. They're gonna dick out. This one won't, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This one won't. This will fit. Right there.
Actually, you could just take that off.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just a corner.
Yeah, I could do that. I think that'll look nicer, huh? But then what do I do with this one here?
I don't know. Put stone bricks on top of it so it matches.
Yeah, probably.
Corey, you're a little too tired to be building right now.
I was like, this just seems like a good opportunity to build this. And then you're like, you're coming on. I'm like, okay, you'll fix everything for me. Everything will be built by Luke.
Nah. I'm
That's
just
funny.
here to watch.
Yeah, I think this will work okay, right? I just do this and then put some spruce on top of here. And then put some more stone on top of here. And then I'll have to, I guess, plate this part off a little bit. With
I think
brick
you
slabs
should
or
just make it like your house over here.
That's right. That's what I mean, except for the roof. It won't really have a roof.
I mean, not really the roof, but I mean like the dark oak logs on the corners and
Yeah.
on the house. It looks like you have the more stone bricks showing at the bottom than over here.
It just matches with the top here, though. That's what I was
Yeah, but
thinking.
the top doesn't have to stay like that.
Yeah. It looks nice already. It does, kinda, because that's kind of how the design came out.
But you're building a facade so that you don't have to see the design on the inside, only on the outside.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back here on the server. Yes. Luke, did you just save me by burying my wall? Man, I liked my little cave. Maybe that's where all the zombies were coming from. Who knows? Anyways, let's get me out of here and kind of get to sleep. Luke had built me an entire thing. Wow, Luke, look at him. Look at this. Luke did a wonderful job. He made me a little frame and everything awesome and cool like that. That's pretty cool. Good job, buddy. I like you now. Yeah, so what happened to me, folks, is my computer shut itself off and died. What's in here? And he left me lots of little pizzas. Now I just need to find a bed and let me get to sleep and kind of get this thing on the road so we can finally get this little building fixed. So I can finally have real villagers here. Yay! Yeah, so like, remember when I said I was going to talk about my computer? Luke actually came on and I was like, well, okay, hi Luke, what's up? And so I'm surprised you didn't just get more villagers for me. Whatever, it's fine. Anyway, so what's been happening to my computer is my computer just cannot handle being on anymore, quite frankly. It's just having that much trouble. And essentially what's happening to me oh, okay, I can't get under there. I can't even get over there. I can only do it on one side. No. Okay, let's go on this side and we could do it from here. What I was thinking of doing, by the way, is having windows. So, my computer can only handle having... Oh, I see what Luke did. Luke changed it a little bit. He actually did the framework going all the way on the outside. Oh, okay. Interesting. But, yeah, my computer is currently I know, I'm going back and forth between topics here. It's kind of funny. What is my computer? Okay, my computer is a Intel 2670 computer. That is a computer from like ancient times ago, folks. Ancient times ago. So it's not something that is new. It's not something that is recent. It is kind of old. Let's just put it that way. The computer is quite old. And essentially what I've got to do is figure out how I can upgrade my computer so that way I can get a better model computer. And I've been looking at that. I've looked at Origin. I've looked at... What is it? Digital Storm? I've looked at HP. I've looked at, there's something else that's like HP. I've looked at, oh my god, Alienware, Dell. I've looked at Dell too. I've looked at a variety of PC. Falcon Northwest, I think they're called. Falcon Northwest. And essentially, I'm having a couple problems. So, some of the companies seem like they're really good. For example, Origin is a really great company, just crazy pricey. So a computer I would build would be like $10,000, and I'm like, I can't afford that. That is not a price I can afford. I need something cheaper. You know what I mean? And so what essentially I've been looking for is how to find a computer that is reasonably cost effective for me. Okay, and that is something I've not been able to find just yet, and I'm still working on trying to figure out how to get that to work. I tried Dell and Alienware. Alienware apparently has gone down in price, which has been pretty impressive. Now I've learned that Alienware used to be really expensive. I remember because I used to love Alienware, and I've always wanted an Alienware computer. And when I looked at it recently, they just don't seem very cost effective. I mean, like, I don't know what's wrong with them anymore. I really don't. And that bothers me, actually, quite a bit. And, you know what I mean? It bothers me that Alienware is just not as durable or as reliable as it used to be. Okay? And the company I've sort of settled on currently is Digital Storm. Yikes, right? Okay? Hang on a sec. Okay, I was just trying to line up and make sure everything's symmetrical. What's weird is there's 3 here and there's 2 here. I don't know what's going on with that. It just doesn't match up properly. And I don't know how to fix it. I really don't. I don't know why it's doing it, but it's a little off-centered. I don't understand how this thing is off-centered when it's built identically the same all the way around. I mean, even where this is lining up, this is actually lining up, ironically, in the same place that this side is lining up. So I don't understand what the off-centered part is. Oh well, we'll just have to fix that in just a second. Anyway, so Digital Storm. So I've been reading reviews. What's nice about Digital Storm, they're essentially like the company that Alienware left behind, I guess you could say. And so Digital Storm seems to have the capacity to build a decent computer. They seem to have the capacity to have decent tech support. And those are some things I've been looking for. You know, I want decent tech support. I want a decent computer where I don't have to pay for warranty. So like Alienware, for example, I just felt like I had to buy their crazy warranty all the way up to 5 years because it was like their computers may not live that entire time for whatever reason. Oh, you know what? I think I see the problem here. Let's take this guy out for a second and knock these guys out just for a second too. And we'll leave that one there for now. I think I know where I messed up the problem. I think I messed up the problem like right here. Let's do that. This. There it goes. That's better. Okay. We fixed it. Yeah, it was actually messed up on the back end. What do you know? Anyway, so let's do this 2. And then I think it was only 2 where I did this on this side. I don't know. But anyway, Alienware tech support, it just seems like I have... Oh, I did 4. Oh my god, this is such a mess. It's just such a mess. Okay. Anyway, so Alienware did 5 years of tech support, but I keep reading on their forum that there's just like a lot of not so good things about Alienware, especially if I buy a laptop. 1, I'm not buying a laptop this time. I'm going to actually go back to a desktop again. 2, when I do buy a desktop, I looked at Alienware's things about their desktop, and one, they don't actually put like high-end parts. It looks like they put in more low-end parts. For example, 2600 megabits. I don't remember how it goes. 2600 RAM versus what you might see nowadays with like 3000 or 2000 RAM. You know what I mean? And so there's little tiny details such as that's just kind of irking me a little, and I'm not sure how to address that in any meaningful way. Hey folks, if I'm going to put a roof over this, I'm going to want to have it go over the water somehow, so I'm not sure how I can do that from here, but if I do a dark oak roof coming up one more layer, for example, and then hop over, I think I can make it. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work, but I'm gonna do a trial one, at least on this side, to see if I can make that work, because if I stick one out, say on this line here, and then I was actually looking to do a little style thing here down here, and so we'll have to play around with that. And yeah, so it's going to definitely be up one more layer at least, and not so much in the front. The front's going to have a little dip in it, and I intend to figure out how to make that dip work for me. Not so much right here. What I could do here is I could do 2 sets of this, just to kind of enclose this area, I guess you could say, in a nicer way. There we go. That looks better. And I'm not sure here, this is going to, yeah, you know what I could do? Bam, done. There we go. So as much as Luke wanted to make a smaller window, I wanted to make it a little bit, a bigger window, I'm sorry. I wanted to make it a little bit smaller, just so that way you can't see all the stuff down here. And what I'll have to do, I guess I could tear this all up and put wood in it. That might be a good idea. Just, you know, fill this all up with spruce. Why not, right? I think that'll make things work out a little bit better. See, there is a difference. There is slightly a difference. It's actually a little bit wider over here for some bizarre reason, and I can't explain it. I don't know why this side is wider than the other. What do I do? Okay, one of the problems with the roof is this is not a house. So we have to probably turn the roof upside down in order for it to be like an industrial complex style roof, which means this probably shouldn't be facing this way. Okay, this probably should be facing that way. More like this. So that way we have this nice industrial style shaped roof here. And I wonder, can I reach them all? No, I could just barely. Okay, good. Now I could continue just to make this roof going down the entire line here. I'm not sure what to do with the back half yet, but hey, this will do. Anyway, so as I was saying, I have 2 problems. One, affordability. Okay, if I get a really cheapy computer like an i3 or something like that, sure, I can afford, like, you know, a $500, $900 computer, no problem. That computer will probably last me a year and will not do anything more than that, and that's not something I want to do either. I don't want a computer that's only going to last me about a year. I want a computer ideally to go 5-6 years, and I've been looking into this. So I have options of like liquid cooling, and I looked into that, and I hear that liquid cooling, and I just didn't realize this until I thought about boiling water, liquid cooling actually takes longer to cool off. However, it takes longer to heat up as well. So imagine me playing this game Minecraft right here, and I play it for like 2 hours or something like that. It heats up and it gets all the way to 80 degrees Celsius, and then I opt to not play it until later tonight. And the odds of the water temperature being much hotter at night, it's far higher than metal, which heats up really quick, reaches this plateau, and then cools off. And it cools off reasonably quick, especially right after you turn the thing off, okay? So that's part of my dilemma, to figure out how I would want this to look, or even act, or even sound like, you know what I mean? And so some little work I have to do here to figure out what I would like to do with the computer. At least on the liquid cooling side. I've been looking at motherboard. Digital Storm seems to have some good motherboards. However, the cheaper one that I would prefer has more problems. Okay, that's the Asus Strix, I think it is. The Strix E. I hear it has a lot of interesting problems, and I don't know how to best explain it to you guys, but it causes some issues with the computer every so often. And so I end up getting forced to look at the more expensive model. And the more expensive model actually seems to run more smoothly, and it acts more like an Asus motherboard than the cheaper models. So I'm like, oh, it's so hard to decide. And so that's one thing that's driving up the cost. Sometimes accidentally creating corners worked. I can't believe that actually worked. I'm kind of shocked. Anyway, so another thing that drives up cost happens to be the solid state drive, okay? So I've figured out a solid state drive that's actually decent. However, they changed the model already. I'm like, you people, why do you do this to me? So by changing the model, it's now driving up the price, and I'm kind of forced to decide which type do I want. And so I'm looking essentially into two different types here. I'm like, well, I have a couple options. I can go with this type or this type, and it essentially comes down to like a terabyte solid state drive or a 512 megabyte solid state drive. And I'm so used to having a big drive, you know what I mean? And I'm afraid by getting a smaller drive, I'm gonna like stifle myself just that much, you know what I mean? Yikes! How do I want to do this rest of this roof? I have more of this. Okay, I want it to go up more, you know what I mean? So kind of like this, and go up another layer, just so that way maybe 2 layers I think would be good. So let's have the roof climb 2 layers, and then we'll sort of figure out a couple other details here, and then that's gonna like be interfering, but that's okay. I don't mind. Yeah, so my computer, as summer goes along, it's going to get harder and harder for me to use because the heat outside is going to contribute to this. Right now it's a Saturday, nobody's home. I have the opportunity to use my computer all day today, at least until maybe 5 o'clock or so. So that's what I'm going to use it for. I can render it on a different day. I don't mind rendering it on other days and uploading it on other days. It just really comes down to my ability to actually use it. That's what's really doing me in, okay? And that's the part that I have the most dilemma on. How do I make this look here in the front? I want to have some fun with the front half here, and I have to think about this. I do want it to cover the water though, because I need it to go over the water a little bit more. So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to curve it around the front here, definitely. And then that's where I'll have this. Yeah, I think this will work fine. Okay, good. And maybe I should... Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. Oh, now I'm stuck. Yikes. Ah, Denton has arrived. I see you, Mr. Skeleton. Let's see if I could just go to sleep without you killing me. And then we'll watch you burn. There he goes. Now I can see where you were at, Skeleton. I don't know where he was, but let's hop up here and kind of sort of figure out where he was. Oh yeah, you're gonna land in that water. Good job. Bye. Oh, you lived. Okay, there you go. Now you did. You were hanging out up here on the roof. Interesting. Most interesting. I guess it's because I can actually stand here. Ah, yeah, because I can stand here. Okay, we'll have to look into that issue when I get a chance. So that way nothing like creepers spawn on top of it. You know, that'd be bad. So, when I think I just got this figured out now, I have a big giant gap, and I don't know how to fix it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so looks like I have to tear up part of the area here so I can at least get it to fit properly, like I was hoping it was going to fit, but hey, whatever. It'll fit somehow. What I'm probably going to have to do is add some extra layers of stuff. So it's going to essentially be up a little higher, and this actually could stay the same. This was fine the way it was with the staircase. So... yeah, I'm probably going to oh, okay. It won't fix that way with the staircase. Okay, well, we'll see. Anyway, so this will have to be a staircase up here in order for it to fit properly. Ooh. Ooh, boy. I hope I didn't ruin this. Okay, I'm good. It didn't ruin it too much. Okay, I thought I was going to mess it up. Okay, now get me out of here. Thank you. Staircase here. No. This guy here, staircase there. There we go. Much better. Okay, yeah. So that's the way it's going to have to be, just because I have water there and I can't do anything about the water. So yeah, this guy's definitely going to have to move. And you're going to definitely have to be this guy. So I'm going to need definitely way more dark oak than I even own here. And it's just going to have to go down the line just because it's the only way I can make this work. Or I could do a double layer staircase, kind of like that. And that would give a little stylish thing. And better yet, I could do it as an upside down staircase. What would that? Ooh, what would that look like here? That would kind of stick out a little oddly. No, I like the right side up staircase. Okay, folks. I think I mob-proofed the roof as best as I could. I don't think anything can spawn up here because I can't put anything on here. The only place something can spawn would be right about where the rail line is, and I'm not entirely sure how to best work that out. But I did as much as I could with the lighting and everything, so that way at least the guys can just go in and not cause problems, you know what I mean? And I don't think anything realistically could spawn in here. And if it did, I could always close that off if I have to and just knock out the rail line. But, you know, that's what I was going to do after I get everybody I need. And realistically, there should be enough light on this rail line to prevent anything from realistically spawning. So it shouldn't be. And yes, I just plugged my nose just for a second. I would just like, oh. But anyways, triple sneeze, you know what I mean? So let's look at the inside real quick. What's up with the inside here? Well, everything is horribly dark. Look at this. It's gonna like cause problems too. So we gotta do something with the lighting on the inside as well. And the only feasible thing I can think of doing is probably lighting up that upper area, really. Just to be on the safe side, you know, so I don't have problems. Then I'll just light up the entire inside, including the entire inside up there, so I don't just get mobs dropping on me. And then down there, I should light up the bottom too if I possibly can. And I was thinking also down here is be able to make like a portal down here and have like a special way in. And then, I don't know, like this is not really portal ready yet, but I could make this portal ready, especially if I swap out these blocks right here, and this would be like a perfect place to put it in a portal because it's like perfectly situated, and I could have a portal that goes right here, and that would be totally awesome. Or I could have a portal like evilly right in there. But no. Okay, let's get some more coal and get some light going on in here, and then we got to take this out, and we're going to swap that out with spruce. So we're going to have so much fun here today. We're going to have so much fun. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting this over again, and we got people in here, and we have zombies on the other side of the wall here, and you can hear it is working out wonderfully. This is actually working out really good. I got it sealed up, and you can see what it looks like on the outside. The outside looks absolutely amazing. I did some really cool little deco out on the side here just to kind of give it a little flavor, and you can kind of see how the lights look. You can even see who's in there and who's not in there. What's happening, by the way, is all the zombies and stuff are coming from up there in the forest and down here in the forest, and there's not much I could do about that right now. I decoed the back. It looked kind of cool with that little weird deco. No one's up there on the rail track, so that's good to know. And this is working out good from a deco point of view on the side, and you can't really tell that it's off-center by just a teeny tiny little bit unless you really paid attention. So as for me, I'm going to call it quits, and I'm going to see what I can do to get more people in here, and as I don't know, I'll come back when I come back again. I'm doing a little better. I'm coming back a little more often. I'm hoping I can join the group thing that's happening tomorrow. If I can make that, that's going to be kind of cool. We're going to be building a coliseum. If I can't, well, then I'm going to go see what it looks like. Oh, geez. Okay, good job me. Why don't I just throw 2 of those, right? And nearly die in the process. Jeez, okay, get that out of my inventory. Anyway, so we will see you on the next episode. Hope you liked this episode. Hope you liked the trading post over there and the way it looked. I think it came out really fantastic. I know I started off the episode really sleepy, but that's what I get for going on late at night after the kid goes to bed. I could have just waited until today when I didn't have to worry about that. Yes. Anyway, so I'm calling it quits. Have a good night, folks. Bye. Okay, folks, I'm playing it extra safe by spamming endless torches in here just in case, because you never know. You never know when something's just going to pop out at you and, like, try to kill you. So it's probably best to overdo the torches and have, like, too many torches than not to have enough at all. You know what I mean?